Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka back with another Twitter thread. We are rapidly approaching the end of 2022. For me, it's been a watershed moment in my Yu-Gi tubing career. So many fond memories, and so many other memories as well. Today, I am asking you, what Yu-Gi-Oh takes do you remember from 2022 that were proven unbelievably wrong by time? I'll begin with my own. I made a lot of fun of Runic as a competitive tool. It was not particularly good in the OCG or in the TCG, but in a best of one format, it is functionally unbeatable. And unfortunately, I have to eat my words. It turns out, yes, it is pretty good to be able to draw 3 cards a turn in the same format that you play Kaiser Coliseum. Let's see what all of you said. I thought Tiraman would be outclassed by Sprite due to Sprite's consistency. Boy, was I wrong. That's the thing, is that when Tiraman was first billed to us, it was billed as like the high roll deck. But nobody needs to high roll when the Ishizu cards are legal. Amazed to this day that people thought Steam the Cloak was going to be a problem in tier, but the token is Aqua, of course. Exactly what tier was missing. Aquas. People here went to YCS Ook Direct with Legendary Fisherman and Crystal Beast decks. Man, I'm sick, says Lofton. Neshi says, get owned, it made day 2. And Lofton didn't even make day 1. When Master Duel was new and tons of non-Yu-Gi-Oh streamers were playing, some people I know were convinced it was going to take off in a crazy way. Konami left it to rot and basically none of us play it anymore because the format is so miserably unenjoyable. It is really frustrating looking back at the release weekend of Master Duel. I would wake up and stream for 10 hours a day to like 3,000 to 4,000 people. And, you know, we would have non-Yu-Gi-Oh people in the call, streaming under the category. It was just unbelievable. But the bag was just so fumbled so quickly. Unfortunately, people realized the truth of this world, which is that Yu-Gi-Oh is not very fun. My worst take was probably how wrong I was regarding crossout. Card sees 0 play. It is so funny that the difference between format warping mega staple and unplayable piece of garbage is exactly if Maxi exists. People convincing themselves that Flu isn't competitive throughout the entire year. We live on, like, cycles. Like, Fluanderies, as soon as it got Advent of Adventure at the start of the year, everyone was like, this deck is mid. Then slowly it started seeing more play. And then there was a list, which did not touch Flu, and people said, it's mid again, it's mid. Slowly started seeing a little more play. And then people said, oh, no, it's mid, it's mid. Everyone freaking out about this extremely mid card. People calling it the new extra deck staple. Twitter exploding about how broken this card was, only for it to be used in awful decks that can abuse soft once per turns and literally nothing else. When World Sea Dragon's Elantis was revealed, everyone lost their shit. They said, one effect monster, any deck that can play Access Code Talker can immediately make this. You know what they can also make is Access Code Talker. I hate the Verte ban. It barely hurt the top decks and severely weakened decks that helped it a lot, like Cyber Dragon. We've been using Verte since release. They should have banned all the problematic fusion spells instead, because no one played Verte till Dragoon came out. A lot going on in this one. 1, yes they did. Verte was played to make Rainbow Neos right before the Dragoon release. Second, Cyber Dragon. So my dumbass spent nearly half this year trying to make Magic-E playable. Magic-E was considered to be an extremely playable combo deck from the first reveal of their cards pretty much until they just stopped printing support. There were like 3 or 4 months where all these Yu-Gi tubers, myself included, were like, wow, only a week away. Magic-E is about to break the format. Magic-E format in just a week. And it just never happened. Never manifested. The deck never did a goddamn thing. When Drytron was revealed, I stopped reading as soon as I saw the word ritual. When it started doing well, my solution was to double down on refusing to read them and playing the entire format while only vaguely knowing what the deck did, rather than admit I was wrong. This is an unthinkable take that I have done many times. Remember when people thought the best thing you could be doing with the Brave engine was playing Phantom Knight? It is shocking to me. Every format this happens. Every single format, week 1, everyone's like, wow, Phantom Knight seems really good this format. You can make 9 quadrillion negates through 4,000 hand traps. They play it for a week, the deck gets top 8 at a YCS, and then it never shows up again. Maybe not super wrong, but Fenrir really didn't pan out as Pank 2. Fenrir retains an unbelievable price point because it's about to become extremely powerful in the Cash Tira archetype, but as a singleton card that you play in a better deck or shell, It's actually a pretty bad generic. Flop near. No, come on. I have to admit it, I thought Sprite sucked on release, but the fact that it had no real big boss monsters, no real combo at the time. 2 weeks later, I saw 100 videos about it being broken, and I realized it can loop and summon Toad, and I was still skeptical. Then I saw a Road to the King. So Sprite being dominant is something that now we have all memory hold. We all, you know, are like, oh yeah, we all knew Sprite was going to be good. There was significant argument as to whether Sprite would be good or not, because we can't use it to add Maxi back to hand the way that the OCG could. A lot of people said Sprite was going to be fine, but not nearly as dominant as it was over there, and it was really good here. Every second Nerd Take Tuesday post. All right. Rapid fire nerd factor time. Link ones that search the field spell should be made more often. The issue with support for ass decks is often only 3 of 40 cards are good, and to play you need to see those. What might be the most annoying about the ban list for me is Hulk was extremely integral to Goatee, a theme which I was super excited for. The second wave has to be way, way better than that to compensate for the loss. Nerd factor on every single take. I remember reading Sky Strikers and thinking, wow, this archetype does literally nothing, it's just weeb bait. Well, it is weeb bait, but okay, guys, but with all due respect, how are you? All right, you know what? I hate to say this. I hate to tell you all this. I hate to do this to you. I hate to put it on blast. He was 1000% spit-in. Mystic Mine was good for one event, and then we all played outs to it main like he told us to. And then it had a 40% win rate as a side deck card. And then we stopped playing outs and it was good for a second week. And then no one ever made that mistake ever again. And then later they banned it. People said Albelenidus would kill dragons forever, but I finished 23rd at a regional the first week it was legal. And dragons were very good for the rest of the year. It is really funny that Branded was the best deck in a format where Dragon Link existed. Like, how does this card exist at the same time as Dragon Link? I don't know. That I would have fun getting into this new and exciting card game. Very true. Mathmech is a pretty good rogue contender this format. Third best deck at Pote release. Once they fix the beta, Cross Duel will be fun. I've been watching D-Link setups develop over the past few days. 1 month later, D-Link sucks ass. The next month, D-Link is good. This is not a wrong take. D-Link being good and unplayable dog shit really did change month to month. Once B-Trooper comes to Master Duel, it's going to be untouchable. Maxi's legal. It can search Maxi. Turns out that if you search Maxi as part of your mainline combo, you're better off just playing a combo deck that's mainline combo wins the game. No, you can't release Change of Heart or Reno. It's such a sacky card. This card is going to make so many unfun non-games. It won't be decent at one of, and some said, listen, this card's great. This card's great. People are stupid. Well, we've all spent a lot of time wrong this year. I look forward to next year, in which I expect none of us will ever have an incorrect take ever again. Anyway, who's ready for Tier 0 Super Threat Rescue Ace? Does Eve Konami employee real?
Well, hey everyone, I'm Billy Break.
What the fuck?